Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. In today's video, I'm finally doing something that I've been preparing myself to do, which is watching the latest comeback of DPR IAN. Now, I know I'm late. I know. The thing is, I love DPR IAN, and I love the way his mind put this together, the way he creates these incredible worlds, incredible storylines, incredible shows. As someone that had been lucky enough to watch him perform twice. That being said, sometimes it's a lot. In the sense, if you really dig deep into the meanings, is a very rich world. Maybe it's my background in psychology that makes me a bit prone to just dissect, or maybe it's just my obsessiveness. So sometimes it's very triggering. It can be very triggering. So I tend to wait until I'm in the right mind to watch this type of things. So full disclaimer there. That being said, that doesn't mean all of his work is necessarily like that. But I didn't know what to expect, so I've been preparing myself basically. Also, is finding time, so there was both, combination of both, that brought this up. I'm not completely blind. I'm pretty sure I've heard snippets. So yeah, but I do think that's a lot. So yeah. But anyway, we're here and we're going to do it now. So let's go. Oh god. DPR IAN, the show. That is a place where I often go, not to disappear, but to search deep below. Yeah. Too relatable. Where the past returns to burn my soul, and each time I turn the fire into something. Oh my god. Too fast. Where the past returns to burn my soul, and each time I turn that fire into something whole. What I go through, most will never know. But I don't really mind, as long as you make it back to the show.
And I saw you as I walked in through the side to a room full of actors all getting high. And I had my heart broken just the other night. And now I just tell myself you're the only one that kept me safe. 'Cause loving you was way too deep for me. Held on too long just so you can see the flowers withered as you went by. So shoot the bullet again. I swear the gods could have left you with me.
Where did you go? Just the other night I had my heart broken. I'm loving the styling. As someone that was obsessed with Black Parade, My Chemical Romance, you get what I mean. Um, the redhead suits him. Love the setting. Very theatrical, the show. But the choice of colors, black and white, usually used for, yes, yin and yang, um, positive, negative, so polar opposites of the same coin. So the both sides of the one coin, something like that. But also red. Red can mean so many things. Yes, red can be associated with love, can be associated with rage. I can't even. I don't feel like I'm intelligent enough to dig through all the layers that he puts into his work. I want to go back here because I just love the imagery of like old school clothing. This. Wait. One has a rose, the other one has a sword or a knife. What did I say? Love, hate?
Why don't you step inside and lose yourself in awe? You self perfection in the mirror with your lipstick to the show. Oh, you got this. Oh, you got this. Oh, you got this. Oh, you just stay for the show. Just stay for the show. Why don't you just stay for the show? Just stay for the show.
Why don't you stay for the show? Why am I having goosebumps now? It's been 5 years, Dreamers. I actually haven't watched this. I still can't believe. It's just the way he put these things together. Is this what ballroom extravaganza looks like? Yep. It looks actual human. True. Yeah, I think it could be so much more mainstream. The jacket took me. So I'm not the only one. Okay. Yeah, 2006, My Chemical Romance vibes. Yeah, 2006, 2007. Yeah, that was the time that I was obsessed with. Oh, this is so beautiful. First of all, it was beautiful. The switch up over here, incredible. Like the bass line, chef's kiss. Um, but there's just something in the way he's looking at the camera here, and like everyone in black, him in white. His look at the camera, there's just something. Some obsessions feel like destiny. I kind of want to know the full poster. The greatest, like, he's creepy. And the way he's looking at the camera as well is very intense. And almost the ranged way. I don't know how to put this. I think on air. Because I know if it's a session going on, the lights switch above the door over here. So I'm not sure. I'm intrigued. Everything about this MV is intriguing me. So, yeah. So, because I haven't watched it, it's been 5 years, Dreamers, and I figured out that it has the show as well attached. You know what? I might not be watching this in the order that I'm supposed to. I don't mind. I'm going to do it. I still can't believe the reason I'm here is because of a recommendation of another idol on one of his lives, and I got obsessed with DPR IAN songs. So I can't believe that I'm here because of that. I might not be here for 5 years, but I've been here for a really long time. So I saw him live. When did I saw him live? I have a jumper actually on the other side of this room, drying from when I first for when I went to see his show. But yeah, God, it's been so long. DPR at the time was DPR regime. Everyone was still pretty much okay. Nothing had happened. But I remember being one of the very first shows of K-pop, K-band, K-rock, whatever you want to classify them as. I remember being like the third group or third show that I went to, and I was like alone because I tend to go to a lot of these shows alone. And it had such a blast. It was incredible. I was just buzzing. Take me back a little bit. Somewhere between the start of DPR IAN and now, 5 years has passed. Every music video was a new world I needed to get out of my head into something real. And before I knew it, it all led up to this. What a beautiful world, though. From Mito to Insanity and now IAN. None of these worlds would exist without you all, dreamers. Here's a look back on our journey together this past 5 years, so sit back and enjoy the show. Yes.
And I saw you as I walked in through the side to a room full of actors all getting
am I? It's a very good question. I'm a music video director. I am preparing something for you guys. I'm still, I guess, overwhelmed that the album is finally out. So a lot of things happening. We are going to go to LA pretty soon, and it's going to be my first ever show. We officially announced Mito 2, the release of Mito 2, so I'm very excited about that. I want you to feel what I feel, and I want you to see what I see. It's just the beginning to an amazing EP, might I add. The EP is called Dear Insanity. You know, this album is the representation of, before Mito Insanity existed, who was Ian? Like, who was it, you know? Like, who was I? You're the main character of your story. You have the power to do anything with what you want to do.
Yeah, I will be here for the journey. It's funny because yes, a lot of the things that stem from Ian's brain comes from where his brain is, and obviously his mental health, and his perception of his own world, because our mental health is also very tied into our mental world in a way, of the ways we navigate through the world and the way our brain adjusts to trauma. But they're just something that even if you don't have the same issues, or there's just something so relatable on the journey that he often takes us to, that you don't need necessarily to have a perfect understanding of his reality, that because your own reality sometimes is enough to understand and relate and connect and read something into the way you navigate your own world. And so and I'm a millennial. I'm a millennial living in the current world, and I think millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, even Gen X sometimes if they want to. I feel like things have not been fantastic, and we are seeing things and having to navigate things that I don't think we would necessarily expect. But I think especially the expectations of um, people my age was, especially professionally, in the way the world would go. You'd get to university because you'd absolutely had to get a degree, and then you get a job and you get a house and you get, all of those steps, and everything was laid out and you knew you had to do this plan. This was the right way of doing things. And the way I'm perceiving things, especially as someone that pivoted my career in a way when I was 27, I moved to another country, a few months shy of turning 27, um, and the way that I had to kind of remake my life, um, to be where I am at the moment. And it's not perfect, it's nowhere near what I thought it would be when I was, I don't know, 16, 17. But I feel like a lot of people my generation, and specifically Ian's generation, because we are the same age, um, life was very strange. And I think there was specific things we expected to happen in our lives. And yes, different trajectories. We can't forget that Ian has a very different lifestyle. I think we can't forget that the showbiz in the world of K-pop and K-pop industries and the music industry in general is complicated. Okay, so there's different struggles and different realities. But I think is almost like a constant struggle between what we were expected to be and what we actually are, plus all the pressure of comparison that comes with a very digital life and social media and all of those things. But that being said, I think that's why sometimes I relate because of that struggle, and I think a lot of my friends, a lot of people around me that has the same age, I've seen different trajectories, different expectations, different things happening, and we are all just trying to do our best with the cards we have in our hands, basically. And I think that's what Ian's doing as well, especially with the world he puts into his videos. Is a bit of like, is a risk though, because he's being really, I believe there's a vulnerability of being able to put out what he does in a way. Uh, but yeah, sorry, I started rumbling. Oh well. I think I could talk for ages about this. I would love to talk for ages about him and his discography. Um, so yeah, if you have interpretations of your own and the way that his music make you feel or make you think about things, please feel free to use the comments down below to do it. Um, just respect each other. I think that's the main thing. We are all humans with our own experience. But yeah, feel free to use the comments down below. I'm sure we all just, have our own ways of viewing the world. There's no right or wrong, because I think truth is kind of finicky when it comes to life. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go because this is too much introversion for one day in one video, and I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah, I cannot wait to see what else we'll have in store from Ian and from his creative mind and him as an artist in every single way, because it's not just the music, it's the music videos and the projects he does, not just as a singer but everything else. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully I'm able to actually watch this when it comes out, whenever the new thing drops, because that means I probably are in a better mental state to tackle that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!